guys, what's up? My name is Riley and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a licensed cosmetologist in the state of California, and if you haven't followed me on Instagram already, I'm gonna leave it right down here. That's where you can keep up with me on all things hair. I have gotten this video request so many times. Today I'm gonna give you all the tips on making the most out of being an assistant. Being an assistant was the best thing I ever did for my career. It seriously shaped me into the hairstylist that I am today. It taught me a lot about what I want for my future career, and it taught me a lot about what I didn't want. An assistant position gives you the experience that no other position in the salon gives you. You don't get that experience from beauty school. You don't get that experience from jumping right into booth renting. Being an assistant allows you to mess up. It allows you to ask the questions. So this video is all about how to make the most out of being an assistant, and here's how you do it. So tip number one is make sure you find the right stylist to assist for. Now this probably is honestly one of the most important tips. You need to find a stylist that does the same hair you want to do, that serves to a similar clientele that you want to have in the future, charges similar to what you want to charge eventually, and has similar values that you want to have in the salon. If the person you assist for is absolutely rude to their clients, terrible business person, doesn't show up half the time, do you really want that to reflect on you when you go out on your own? In the future, when you go off on your own, you will have the same exact image that the person you assisted for had at the beginning, because all you're known for is that was so-and-so's assistant. It will take a while to build your own reputation and your own name for yourself. So make sure the person that you want to work for is a name that you actually want to attach yourself to. Tip number two is to set goals for yourself in the beginning and make sure they align with the person that you assist for. If your goal is to learn a color line, they need to make sure their goal is to teach you a color line. If they have no interest in what your goals are and what you want to get out of the experience, they're probably just gonna have you cleaning, sweeping floors, dusting. You're probably not gonna learn the things that you want to learn and your core values in the salon. When you're sitting down with the person you want to assist for, write down a list of goals and talk to them about whether they're achievable or not. My goals were that I wanted to learn how to tone, to do blondes. I wanted to learn some color lines. 100% that was definitely achievable. I definitely learned that. And that is why I was able to go out on my own and be confident and gain my own clientele. Once you know if your stylist is willing to teach you that, then as time goes on and as you move forward being an assistant, make sure you're reevaluating those goals, being like, okay, am I working closer to that goal? Have I accomplished that goal? But if you check back 3 months later and you haven't even gotten a little bit closer to that goal, it's probably time to find someone else to work for. Tip number three is to make sure you're able to get your hands in hair. Yes, being an assistant, I did sweep the floor, but that was not all I did. I foiled, I styled, I washed, I toned, I did it all. And yes, it did take time for me to work up to those steps, but as time went on and my stylist got more confident in me, I was able to do more and more and more. Make sure you're actually progressing towards your goals that you have, and make sure you're getting your hands in some hair. Tip number four, don't put a time cap on how long you want to assist for. I was a full-time assistant for a month, which is not very long at all, and actually I really highly recommend that you do it for longer. I was a full-time assistant for a month, and then I did part-time booth rent, part-time assistant, and it did allow me to slowly gain my clientele as time went on, but a month is not very long to know exactly what you're doing, and if you're able to stay for longer, why not stay and learn more? I feel like a lot of people put pressure on themselves to have a certain time frame of when they want to be out, but honestly that's really unfair to do to yourself. Don't put a time frame on things, just feel things out, and when you feel confident, go for it. Tip number five is to start your social media presence when you're an assistant. Don't wait to start your social media presence until after you're done assisting. After you're done assisting, you want to have clients that want to come to you. You want to have a few clients lined up. If you're an assistant, people need to know that you're putting in the work, you're showing up, you're learning from the best of the best. On your social media, show that you're showing up, show who you're assisting for, show the salon that you're in. Be proud of being an assistant. I promise you, people want to see what you're doing, people want to see you showing up, and they will respect you for it. Tip number six is to ask the questions even if it's in front of the client. Ask the questions about toning, ask about cutting. That is why you're there, and the stylist knows that you're there to be a sponge. The best thing you can do for yourself is to ask the questions, to understand the what and the why. At the end of the day, you're there to better yourself, and the stylist you're working for knows that. Number seven is to go home and practice and apply what you've learned in the salon. Whether that means on your family, on your friends, on your dog. Just kidding, don't do that. On your family, on your friends, on a mannequin head. Especially if you're having a hard time getting your hands in hair at first, go home and try it on your doll head. Yes, it's one thing to watch and to learn, but what really is gonna get it in your mind is to do it. And lastly, my last tip for you is to not focus on the money. Luckily, when I was an assistant, I made pretty good money, especially because I was working minimum wage jobs before and I just didn't know what the hairstylist money realm was like. I also was under the impression that hairstylists didn't make that much money, which I was very proven wrong by that. Focus on your education. You're there to learn. Once you're done, once you're confident, you can move on and charge whatever you want to charge. The money will come. At the end of the day, you're an assistant. You're there to help. You're not there to become a millionaire. But with that being said, don't get taken advantage of. Make sure you are getting paid for your time. At the end of the day, getting taken advantage of is never fun for anyone, but that is a learning experience. But it's not about the money. You're not going to become rich being an assistant, and truly just take it all in. So those are all the tips I have for you guys on how to make the most out of being an assistant. Like I said, being an assistant was the best thing I ever did for myself. It really lays the groundwork of who you are and who you're gonna be in your career. I will do a video on how to find someone to assist for and what makes a person good to assist for. If you guys have any video requests you want to see, please leave them down below. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Also, shout out to everyone who is new here. We have gained a lot of people and I am so very grateful for that. As always, thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Duh. Bye guys.